Namaste, beautiful beings. This is Belinda Pearl, and welcome to this Oracular Divination healing session. I have something special for you today that I wanted to share with you. Just an invocation that we could all do together, and at a universal level, we could maybe shift humanity at our heart core level. So I want to share that with you too. But before we dive into that, let us look at the landscape of the cosmos. We slowly, I think November 1st, will be moving out of Mercury's post-shadow retrograde, where I don't know if you're still feeling some of that retrograde energy, but it's definitely still, for me at least, and some other people that I know, it's quite ripe and ready, and it's kind of still vibrating through technology, which is, in a way, it's entertaining just to see, because it's confirming in some way that the planets do affect us, and the moons especially. And talking about the moon, we have new moon Scorpio coming up soon. Scorpio always is about deep, dark transmutation. It's really taking you to that area of death and rebirth, to see yourself anew, how truly you want to see yourself new. It also dips into the deep mystic of yourself. We also at this place of Sanween, which is welcoming and celebrating our ancestors. The veils are thin, so you can actually feel the energy of our ancestors. Certain things like you can keep note of or look out for. Like, for example, for me, when one of my ancestors shows up, she always shows up, I see pink everywhere. And all of a sudden pink like blossoms and roses everywhere, so I know for sure that she's visiting me too. Sometimes you'll hear a word, or maybe it's a dragonfly or something like that, or a butterfly will show up. So we can always look out for those tiny little clues. So be aware, and I would say, don't want to say be on the lookout for it, but just be aware that it's, if sort of uncanny things seem to happen, it's because the veils are thin and maybe they are coming for tea. And that's really what it is. You want to always be open for them to come to tea, but when they're ready, they will come visit you, and they'll always bring, I should say always bring, but they bring some sweet messages or wisdoms for you. Generally, your loved ones that have passed over are your champions, are here to really help you at a soul level to move through your life. So as we come to this doorway of this Scorpio new moon, it's really time to really find yourself and understand what it is that keeps you or holds you back from standing in your truest potential. And how can you use and alchemize that lead and turn it from lead into gold? What are you going to do on this new moon? New moons are always opportunities to plant a new seed. So let us dig in and see what guidance has for us today. So I'm going to ask the Oracle to join us, to be in this space, and allow her energy to really pass through and be channeled through. And actually, as I close my eyes and I look in, what I'm seeing is an outline of dear Kuan Yin. So I feel like Kuan Yin has moved into the space. I can feel this on my skin, in fact. And she's been a deity, if you will, a master guide that has worked with me for a really long time. And so I'm very familiar with her energy. And sometimes things will show up that look like her, but I can see or sense or feel that they're not her. And if they show up and I'm uncertain, I will always ask. I always ask, for those guides that come from the highest light to move in, because anything can really show up. If you just want to open yourself up to it, it will definitely show up. So we shall be always mindful. So we invite in Kuan Yin and all the love and compassion that she brings with us, and her wisdom and her guidance. So let us see what Kuan Yin and the Oracle has to share with us today. Oh, it says beginnings, and we were just talking, so this new moon is going to be a big one. It says petrified wood, so think about this. Wood that is ancient, right? And it's gone through its life cycles, wherever in the world it was living, whatever it was enduring, going through from the time it was a sapling to the time that it became buried, or, whatever happened to it. It became, all that information has been wound into it. You can still see it. If you look at petrified wood, you can still see the patterns and the circles from that, or from the bark, whatever it was receiving. knowing that plants are intelligent. So it holds this greater wisdom. So as we start something new, a new beginning, so this could be a really big, powerful, like jumping through doorway, really to truly ask yourself, what do I want to alchemize within me to really begin something new? What is the opportunity I can learn from all that I've learned, the wisdom I've gathered? And we can ask here too, because I feel this energy coming in, is that we're not alone. So it's like we can tap into this whole field of wisdom that is available for us. So as we're looking at ourselves, as you look at yourself more clearly, you begin to see yourself truly. And it's showing like a moon in the background here too, a full moon, but we're moving towards a new moon. But what the full moon shows us is the reflection of the sun. So what it's showing you is your own inner brilliance. Are you awake enough to see your own inner brilliance? And something like about 2 weeks ago, I may have mentioned I witnessed a miracle. And in the miracle, what was being shown was that all the things that are being dumped on us, especially that things people dump on us, say to us from very young, aren't particularly are us. They're just things that the other person themselves is maybe working through or not actually working through. They just hold on to that energy and they just keep passing it on like a relay. They just keep passing the baton on, and you're part of that race of whatever it is. But maybe it comes to that place that's showing you all those things aren't you. So clean out your closet, literally. Allow the light to be shone upon you so that you can see all that is perfect. And a little what we deem imperfections are actually our perfections, because we are truly made in that which is divine, that which is wholesome, and that which is holy. So I want to leave some time for this invocation that I want us to do together. So a time of new beginnings. Where are we beginning? So I'm going to ask you to bring your hands to your heart and close your eyes. You can repeat after me, or you can just listen along. And as you do this with me, know that even if you're listening to it or saying it, this is a transmission of light. Words are vibratory, like the sound of the the cosmic sound that vibrates through us, the sound of this earth that vibrates through you, even if we're not hearing it. This broken expression of self longs to be whole and remembers being in alignment with equal reverence for both sides of the spectrum. For the love of God, we hold all that is in the light of perfection, inviting peace to preclude animosity, hatred, and warfare, and set an expectation for full spectrum trust. I choose to tune myself to the perfection that is before me and give the gifts that are offered. Yeah, take a deep breath in, a full breath out, just another deep breath in, and full breath out. Bring your hands together to place your heart, palms together. Just anoint that place of your spiritual heart. Feel your heart ignite within you, and you expanding that sense of peacefulness into the world, into humanity, and into the universe. And you, such an important being upon this planet, you every day as you are, the more you step towards this place of light, inner understanding, inner clarity, you become that tuning fork. You become part of this wave, this sonic boom, I like to call it. At least this was the vision that was given to me, and I see it as each person upon this planet vibrating at a heart level, a true, compassionate, loving heart level. So may you feel this in your being. May this experience and this expression be healing. And so from my heart to yours, may you always be blessed. Namaste. And again, this is Belinda Pearl, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. You can find me at blenderpearl.com. Namaste.